excuse me. Well, let me give a better intro. Welcome. Come on. Welcome to Blerd Talk episode 63. J Rock, how you doing over there, my guy?
Doing good, man. Got my usual cup. Get this started.
I figured that we discussed some things today, but I'm gonna let you go first because you watched the little John Wick spinoff, the Continental.
Yeah.
So how many episodes? Now I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't watched it because I'm not gonna lie to you. You remind me about Loki. So I literally had to watch Loki, and I'm gonna get into two things that I've been watching. But before you get into the Continental, but let me just say this. I've been watching Netflix for probably Netflix straight the last 2-3 months and haven't watched any of its streaming service. Maybe Crunchyroll. I'm just gonna say Netflix they've been fucking shit up.
Yeah.
I am pretty impressed, and I'm gonna get to what I was watching. But so hit me up with the Continental. Where I'm taking from the trailer I saw, it takes place before John Wick.
Yeah, Winston Scott is young and he doesn't run the Continental yet. So it's basically
okay, got
it's showing
you.
how he was able to possess the Continental. It's a great show. It's really, really good. It's only 3 episodes, but they're like an hour and a half long each episode.
Okay.
I'll say this, and I'm not trying to knock it. It'd be unfair to knock the John Wick movie because it's a movie as opposed to the show.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the main things I liked about the Continental is that it's not just about, if y'all are expecting to see any deep-rooted connections with John Wick, or if you are going to see it because you want to know a lot more about the high table and stuff like that, then skip it. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm actually saying that's a good thing because they wrote it in a way of, if you watched enough of the John Wick movies, you hear the high table a lot. You hear about how they do things, how they press out the bounty on people, so on and so forth.
So they talk about the high table in this job.
They do.
Okay.
They do.
Gotcha.
But it's not as prevalent. It's not as prominent or prevalent as it is in the John Wick film.
Okay.
The high table's there. There is a presence there. The high table is there.
Okay.
But it's not as oversaturated. I don't want to use the word oversaturated. That's a bad word. But it's not talked about a lot in the Continental as opposed to the John Wick movies. Because in this one, you're seeing more of the character development of each character in the movie as opposed to after the first John Wick movie, he just killing and shooting, everything moving.
Inside.
They provide more of a context. It's more character development in this as opposed to John Wick. Is basically the difference, and the difference between the movie and the show. This John Wick just shoot. In the show, it's a lot of character development with Winston. You meet his brother. You get to see young Sharon. If you know Sharon is rest in peace, the black dude that was serving under Winston.
Lance Riddick. Rest in peace, Lance Riddick.
It's him young.
Okay.
Mel Gibson is the current runner of the Continental.
Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah. Oh, he's currently running.
Riggs. Okay. So
yes, he's currently running the Continental.
Got you.
So you will get to see Winston's character, what led him to the Continental, so on and so forth. I won't spoil, but it's a whole lot more character development in this as opposed, John Wick was just 2-3 hours of just shooting people in the face.
Right, absolutely.
Me, I have no problem with that. I have no spoke about John Wick. Great film.
Great film.
But this one, if you're expecting to see that, you'll get it. but it won't be in a lot like the John Wick films was.
Is the action as good as in the John Wick films?
Yes, it's more kung fu.
So it's more hand-to-hand combat than it is more gunfights.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can stand by that.
Yeah.
I can stand by that.
Because one of the characters, I won't speak on it, but there's a brother, not super spoiler, but there's a brother and sister. The father had died, left them the dojo. The brother was running an illegal gun operation out the dojo. But the sister didn't touch guns because her father taught her how to do kung fu and realized that you don't need guns to get your point across. So
basically you can just kick somebody's ass and make sure they got you. Okay.
She explained it in a way because somebody was like, yo, you got all these guns, why do you axes or knives and stuff?
Right,
she said, because I have a choice. When I'm fighting somebody, I have a choice between life or death. Guns is only one way.
Right.
You aiming to kill.
You aim, right.
But an axe or a knife, I could disarm you. I could injure you. You could live, but I get to choose life and death. Imagine imagine Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon, but they brother and sister. It's the fro. It's in the 70s, so it's that type of kung fu black man vibe. They're a part of a larger cast, of course, but it's super dope. More character development, still good action, and you get to see how Winston took over the Continental or got the Continental from Mel Gibson.
Wow.
Mel Gibson, man.
Damn, I may have to go ahead and I truly just didn't watch it because it slipped my mind. Like, it's a lot of, because I've been watching so much Netflix lately. Basically, everything on every other channel has got terminated. Like, it's hard.
Netflix, I only watch Castlevania.
First of all, I thought you would never bring it up. Let's get into Castlevania. Oh, man, look. I thought the first Castlevania was magnificent.
I agree.
Like, before, in fact, because Castlevania came out before He-Man. So, He-Man is still dope, but Castlevania is probably one of the best animated shows on Netflix. The way it's written, the animation in it, the storyline. So, so for those of you who haven't watched Castlevania on Netflix, the new one is called Castlevania Nocturne. Nocturnal? Nocturne.
I forgot.
Nocturne, but the first one is just regular Castlevania.
Yeah.
Watch the first one, but this one has Richter in it.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, let me tell you something. I have gotten close to Richter from playing Super Smash Brothers. If you want to see these hands, we can do that. But Richter, this Castlevania, first of all, let's talk about the female villain, the vampire. Oh my God, the black chick.
Yeah.
Netflix, they are, Richter's whole little story. And first of all, you got to understand the Belmont family tree too. The Belmont family tree is huge. I wish I had a picture of it, but
don't even worry. Don't even try to do it.
And you can't even really do it. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
and this story takes place after Castlevania.
Yeah.
The first one. And it's almost like 300 years because he actually talks about Cypher. The grandfather talks about Cypher. It's like, one of our ancestors was a powerful magician. I'm like, damn, this shit is fire. But let me just say this. First of all, if you know Castlevania, you know about the whip. I done died plenty of times trying to whip some shit in Castlevania. Richter unlocking. Before we get into that, first let's talk about how Richter ran off like the Hawk in Avengers. when the damn vibrator, man, Richter hauled ass. He left everybody. Richter, he left everybody. The damn shame, bro. Of Belmont.
That man said, little boy Belmont.
Oh, he
said, drop the whip and everything.
He was like, yo, we gotta go. We gotta go. Your man ran like Forrest Gump to get out of there. I like Richter doing the magic. It is, and what I like is different from when Trevor was doing his, because Trevor didn't have magic. He was all about hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
Richter
Messing with homegirl got the Belmont family magic.
Right,
So,
exactly.
Not to get deep.
But I like the way but look at the way the genes and stuff work. I like how they did that because Trevor and her got together and had children. That
So,
the timeline, the genes had the magic in it. I like that.
Strip of the Belmonts.
I liked the animation in it is awesome. It's just as good as the first one.
Yeah.
There is no doubt in my mind that Netflix is making a season 2. In fact, I would go ahead and say it's probably going to have just as many seasons as the first Castlevania did.
Mm-hmm.
But it was real put together. The story started off great.
They said the second season is going to go into Symphony of the Night for all who never played the
video game.
Yeah,
Man.
One of the greatest Castlevania games.
One of the greatest Castlevania games of all time. And speaking of that, a lot of the characters are straight from the video game. The black chick who plays, she was actually in the game. So her move that she actually does with the spikes is actually in the game.
I was actually about to give away something that happens in Symphony of the Night. I don't know if they're going to do it on the show. Let me shut up. I'm going to shut up.
Dude,
I ain't gonna say nothing.
I am so impressed with Castlevania, and I actually feel like they actually learned from the first one, because I definitely felt like in the first Castlevania, they dragged, not saying it was bad, but a lot of things got dragged out, but you just didn't notice it because the story was so good, I should say. Because if you actually think about when he actually went back to the Belmont house, and when he found the whip, the Starfire, or I forget what the thing was called, that lasted like 4 episodes.
Yeah.
But you don't notice it because it's so much behind a good story. So I was like, oh, this is dope. But I'm loving Richter. I'm loving the storyline so far. I won't get into the end, that something happens at the end, but if you have not seen it, I feel like we can't say it because it is kind of big. Like, it is kind of big. I kind of knew it was going to happen, but redirection. I didn't see it coming. Like, it was in the back of my mind, but I felt like they didn't focus on that part of the story. So when it happens, you're like, oh, okay, cool. But great show. I am loving Castlevania, dude. Like, man, it's really hard for me to. I think I actually waited 2 seasons before I watched the first one.
For real?
Yes, I think I waited 2 seasons because I didn't want to wait like I'm doing now after watching Castlevania. So I'm like, shit. So
I jumped on that Castlevania quick fast.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, Netflix is putting out some bangers. I just got finished watching The Fall of the House of Usher.
I seen something about that.
Dude, that shit is good. In fact, the black guy that plays in it, he was Mantis, and he was also the first Captain America. And I forget his name. Great actor. But everybody in The Fall of House of Usher, and it's made by the same guy, Mike Flanagan, the guy who did The Haunting of Hill House, The Haunting of Blair Manor. He did Midnight Club, Midnight Mass. Dude, as far as horror movies go, or I should say spooky thrillers, whatever you want to call it, this dude may just be the new guy for the movies like that. He may just be the new guy. I honestly can't, The Conjuring, of course, all that. But the good thing about Mike's stories, they're scary. Well, not scary, but they give you little jump scares, but they also have a story with them. Yeah. And I think his directing is really good. So I've been banging out a lot of, seriously, Netflix, probably 3 months straight. I probably only watched a couple of things on Crunchyroll lately, but I've been watching Netflix like all the way around. And it's really been Netflix original series, nothing old. It's been all Netflix stuff. But I'm curious to see what because I know you played a lot of Castlevania. I know you played a lot. Like, I think I was a casual player of Castlevania. Like, I know you was in the shits when it was with Castlevania.
So shocked to see his grandfather in there, bro.
Yep, his grandfather was there.
For people don't know, he was on the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Advance versions of Castlevania. Technically a spin-off, but still part of the main storyline. But I was shocked to see him, man. Maybe thinking they gonna ever go to Simon, man. They did Victor, Richter.
So, and that's where I'm confused at, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I remember the games, but I don't remember the history. So that's why I was trying to look up the Belmont tree, because I was trying to see where Simon fell in. Like, I was truly trying to see where he fell, but the tree is so complicated, so many branches on the tree that, and it's hard to find an official tree of the Belmont family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But 1 to 10, or should we do on the new scale? And those for you who are joining us, welcome. This is Blerd Talk. You can find us on YouTube and everything. Make sure you go to YouTube, hit that like, subscribe button, and make sure you follow us here.
And before we go to the rating, to plug it, the original Castlevania games are on a collection available on all consoles. The Game Boy Advance version of the Castlevania games are also part of the console collection too. And Symphony of the Night, I think at least on Xbox, you can still buy it.
Sympathy. Sympathy.
Symphony of the Night is Alucard, which is Dracula's son.
Exactly.
That's the main character you play.
Yes, that thing was great.
Yeah. That joke was fire.
So on the new scale, which is 1 through 5, what are you giving Castlevania, the new one?
Oh, it's like a 4, maybe even 5.
Easily.
Easily. 4, maybe even
no
5.
doubts. No doubts. That Castlevania, the dude, and just oh my gosh. And you know what? I will say this.
Homegirl friend that ended up becoming
a
night creature. Yes, sir.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. That whole little storyline too, how she was a slave.
Yeah.
Bruh. That was deep.
It ended up running into the slave master too, her old slave master.
Oh my God, that shit was deep,
like,
bro.
Yo, that was fire.
That shit was deep. And the fight scenes, dude, I ain't gonna lie. The fight scenes may be better than the first Castlevania joint.
Yeah.
They may just be better than the first Castlevania. Like, dude, when Richter was going ham, like hand to hand with the chick, oh my. Bro.
And they said, magic.
Oh,
said, your
man.
Magic came back.
When your man was like, I'm just gonna make you sell. He was like, fuck it. I was like, Richter a thug, bro. Richter is a thug. But no.
He said, I thought I had a clever line.
He's like, but I don't. Fuck it. But like, and I like how his grandfather was just like he paid for his meal and he was just like, man, get the hell out. And then he was like, well, I'm your grandfather. Richter was like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean you're my grandfather? And he's just nonchalant, like, yeah, that's me. I was like, what? Yeah. But it was good, though.
Saw that whip. He said, give me that.
He said, man, give me that shit. He was like, let me show you how to get down with this joke. But it's really good. It's like,
it's really good, bro.
It's really good. Like, no, I was gonna say that He-Man Revelations is better than Castlevania, but it's not. It's not. I mean, not even the first Castlevania is probably still first as animation, original animation that is on Netflix. In fact, I would probably rate Castlevania is probably over some animes that's like damn good. Yeah. Castlevania is like the shit. The story is good.
Yeah. Dang, He-Man, that's a tough.
I mean, and He-Man was good, man. I know some
Voltron
of y'all
too.
Man, Voltron was good too. And I know what, I will put it over Voltron. I know how that sounds, but I will put it over Voltron.
Ooh, I gotta watch Voltron again.
I mean, Voltron was good though.
Yeah,
it was good.
I remember the important stuff, but I gotta rewatch.
It was
like remember Voltron. Voltron was lit though.
Voltron was lit.
Voltron was lit though.
It was really good.
That's good. That's a tough one.
But I think I still would put Castlevania first. I can't really do the new Castlevania because it's not finished. But if if the seasons are like this, it's easily. Castlevania may just be the best animation so far this year. That's a TV show.
I can't disagree. What else? I can't disagree. I gotta do some research. I can't disagree. I don't think there's nothing else, right?
Think. I don't think because I'm not counting Spider-Man because that's a movie. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not counting Spider-Man. But I can't think of any other animation that has come out this year that I truly been blown away from with Castlevania. Outside
of the Superman jump, I didn't finish that
Superman and Lois. That is good though. That is good. What it's called? Superman and the Adventures of Superman and Lois. I know what you're talking about. Yes, you're right though.
I gotta finish that though. I stopped at the Parasite or the dude wearing the Parasite armor suit.
I stopped with, and only because I got caught up with something else. I stopped when Superman. They took him back to the ship. And he like unlocked it with his like Kryptonian. I stopped right there.
Yeah, I think you way back.
I'm way back. I'm way back. And it's not that I know y'all. I didn't stop because it wasn't good. I just got hemmed up on some other shit.
Same. Yeah. I got same thing with me. Same thing with me.
The animation is good. I like the whole. I think I kind of. My only gripe with the Superman thing is that Jimmy. I know he's supposed to be the comic relief of it, but sometimes it's a little too much. Like, I don't know how he progresses throughout the season because I haven't seen it, but sometimes it's a little too much.
Okay. I'll shut up.
Okay. All right.
So, not to say he progresses, but they are pointing to something with it.
Okay. Got you. Okay. Let's see. I got some other stuff on my agenda because I did definitely want to tell you because I wanted to ask you about John Wick and the dude, please, before Halloween, watch, and not even after Halloween, watch The Fall of the House of Usher on Netflix, dude. Like, it may, well, I'm not going to say that yet. But I'm one episode away and I'm trying to tell you, it may just be the best damn show this year.
Okay.
It may just be storyline great. Jump scares, a little bit of horror thriller and a little thriller. Great. And I gotta actually thank you, Jay, because I completely forgot about Loki.
You ain't seen Gen 5 yet, have you?
No, I have not watched Gen V yet. I have not. Is that damn good? Justin is like selling it. Justin is like, man, this shit is the business.
It is. It's good. I'll say it's good. It's worth the watch.
Is it basically just like watching The Boys with TV? Oh, it's completely different. Okay. All right. Justin is like living by he's like, yo, Gen V is the shit.
I'm not surprised, Justin.
Yeah, exactly. This man's still watching The Wire. To this day, we was over his house watching The Wire. I'm like, bruh, when are you gonna let this shit go? Like, don't get me wrong, it was a great.
Let it go.
He cannot let go of The Wire, bro.
I just rewatched The Wire like what 3-4 months ago.
Bruh.
There's a couple things I just go back to like The Wire. I'll once a year I'll watch The Wire. Once a year I'll go and watch Hakusho.
W.
So there's just certain jokes, man. I just like once a year I just gotta come back and I just gotta watch it again. Those are the main two: The Wire and Yu Yu Hakusho.
Man, and you know they're supposed to be making a live action of that too.
I don't know. I mean, you know what? I'm not gonna say I don't know why because One Piece was actually decent. No, I didn't finish the whole thing, but based off the first few episodes.
And bro, I'm struggling. I'm struggling with One Piece, bro. I at least did get further, but now I'm just with the dude who be lying all the time, and he trying to get the girl, like, cause the girl.
You ain't done.
I know. I'm not even close. I'm not even close.
You ain't done enough.
It is so hard for me to get through,
bruh.
It is really hard for me, bro. It is really hard for me.
I mean, you
Oh my gosh, bro. It
you
is so
ain't
hard
you
for
ain't
me.
you ain't gotta do it, but trust me, the reward is worth it.
That's what I hear, bro. And when I
It's
tell
worth it.
y'all, I am struggling trying to get through One Piece, bro. Like
It's worth it.
struggling.
Trust me.
And not
Once you
saying
get
that
there,
it's not bad. I just don't know why it's taking me so long to get through it. I really don't.
because you're spoiled by stories that kind of start off quick. And One Piece is now, well, it is an old anime. It's funny how this anime feel like it came out yesterday when it was actually out when we were all in high school together. But that's the
Bruh,
thing.
it is so hard.
You're used to shows like kicking off in speed. Like
Yes, agreed.
what's the anime? You was watching it. They go to the island to go get that special elixir that's supposed to give them infinite life.
Hell's Paradise.
See,
Hell's
something
Paradise.
like Hell's Paradise. After episode 1 or 2, everything get moving.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true.
You spoiled.
I am. I'm very spoiled because I'm like,
spoiled.
bruh. Now I do like this season I'm in now because the dude just found out that the butler is actually trying to kill the girl. So
The dude with the Freddy Krueger nails.
yeah. So I'm like, okay,
Scary Terry.
Scary Terry.
Welcome to prime time, bitch. Scary Terry. Sorry.
No.
Morty,
I'm gonna go ahead and say this too. I watched the 2 episodes of Loki.
Okay.
Oh, how I miss Loki.
Yep.
Oh, how I miss Loki.
Yep. Already better than Secret Invasion and She-Hulk. Already.
We're only 2 episodes in. And it's better than She-Hulk.
Yep.
It's better than the Secret Invasion.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
It's
Ant-Man 3.
It is.
You can keep going.
It is. And we're only 2 episodes in.
First episode, I was like, because I was waiting to know why he was blipping the way he was blipping.
Exactly.
Bro. I'm like,
Exactly.
Man, y'all better stop playing with whoever writing Loki.
Yo, whoever's writing Loki,
y'all better get him.
bro. That dude is, Loki is already. And remember, when we did our top shows last year, Loki was in our top 3.
Yeah, probably already there again.
Already
2 episodes in.
Bruh, 2 episodes in, and Loki is already better than anything Marvel has put out within the last, since Christmas.
Yeah.
Of last year.
Yeah. Panther 2, after Black Panther 2.
Yep.
It's been
downhill. It's been downhill. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. Loki, like I said, is better than anything that has come out since last year Christmas. And we're only 2 episodes in. Only 2
fire, man. He went to the future, saw Sylvia. She said, I've been looking for you.
Bruh.
Pulled him right out right before he got to figure it out.
The fact that my man was inside the McDonald's, though. That Sylvia was inside the McDonald's. But I want to tell you something. There's something with that kid, the manager. There's something with him.
You talk about
whoever the manager was at the McDonald's. I don't know who he is yet. I don't know who he is yet, but he has something to do with the story.
And I don't know if I'm jumping ahead of what I'm about to say, but after at least watching episode 2, Sylvie is the main villain of Loki, man. She the main villain, man. She the reason why everything is happening the way it's happening. She's showing no remorse. She's like, well, I've given everybody free will, but yet, in spite of that, all the branches of the timeline, even the one you're working at McDonald's in, you still got to deal with problems. It's about to, as we saw, it's still about to get destroyed. And then she looked at Loki in the TVA and said, "This is how you supposed to protect us."
Yep.
Chick, you put us in the mess
We're
in the
literally
first
here.
place.
We're here because you was fucking up. Literally.
You did this.
You did this.
TVA trying to catch up.
Facts. Facts.
how to-
It's like this because I've been chasing your ass. Like, this is exactly why it's like this. Facts. Facts. Big facts.
Killed. Yeah, Loki literally said, "Hey, bruh, when you killed he who remains,
Yep.
all the branches are happening."
Yep.
And then you get mad that TVA, who don't know what they're doing because this is new to them, decide
Facts.
to blow up every branch.
Facts.
You did this.
Preach.
You can't be
Preach.
mad at how we handle panic.
Bruh.
So our first thought is, let's blow up the branches. Thank you, Sylvie. You did this. And then she said, "I'm going back to work at McDonald's."
Like it was nothing. Like it was like, you can't go back to McDonald's after we just did this. What the kind of bullshit is that? Oh my gosh. I'm trying to tell you though, Loki is on his way. Now, I will tell you this. I am going to go see the Marvels.
Okay.
And look, before everybody get into it, my hopes are not.
I wasn't laughing at you, but I'm laughing at myself for taking that deep breath.
Bro,
Like,
because I know what everybody's gonna say. Oh, y'all just don't want to go see the Marvels because it's female. But you and me have always talked about how, okay, we were the only ones I saw that liked He-Man because it was a female leading He-Man.
Castlevania, the recent
It's a female.
Castlevania, they heavily favor females, and a lot of the females got their own arcs.
We have no problem with females.
No, none.
I just don't think the Marvels is going to be good because one, timing. That's number one.
Correct. Yep.
Two, nobody kind of really cares about Miss Marvel. And I'm not going to lie to you, and it could just be the way she's written, but I remember her comic books being I don't remember them being this, friendly. Like, they were she was kind of into shits. So I don't.
They tried the Civil War to her.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah. And it's not, and I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work because, I remember when Black Widow came out and everybody had like a problem, but I actually kind of enjoyed Black Widow. No, don't get me wrong. They completely wasted Master. They completely wasted him. But I just don't think the Marvels is going to do good. In fact, I will be straight up honest. Outside of Loki and maybe, well, I ain't gonna lie. I don't see anything really doing good for Marvel, like coming out. I honestly don't. It ain't going. No, I can tell you, it's definitely not going to bring in numbers like the last phase did for sure. It's definitely not going to bring those numbers.
Marvel's over this year outside of Loki.
Yeah. Outside of Loki, Marvel is taking big L's. And like I said, Black Panther was good. It just was not. First, it's really rare that the second one is kind of good, unless it's Terminator 2 Judgment Day. We all know that Judgment Day was kind of like the best sequel. I just don't see. I think it was a lot going on in Black Panther because they was trying to introduce Namor and all that. But besides Black Panther, I really can't say.
Did you ever see Werewolf by Night?
Yes.
Technically Marvel?
Yes.
That was pretty good.
That was good. That was fire.
Yeah.
That was fire. That was fire. That was like really good. I just don't see anything outside of Loki being like, especially, but for Marvel, outside of Loki, I don't see anything being like, oh my God, I don't see us on the show talking like, yo, did you see this? Like, I truly don't think it's going to be like that. I truly don't think it's going to be like that. It's kind of over. And right now,
it's been over. Yeah, it's over.
If James Gunn sticks to his guns, no pun intended, that like I said, I didn't already read that Supergirl comic that his movie is supposed to be based off, Supergirl: The Woman of Tomorrow. Dope. Mm-hmm. Of course, Superman, his Superman movies, Batman and Robin. I think he has a vision for DC because you and I have also said on this show too that as far as comic books go, DC is better than Marvel, period.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I just got finished reading Night Terrors. Excellent. Excellent series. DC crushes Marvel when it comes to comic books. Now,
That's a fact.
within the last couple years, Marvel has kicked their ass in movies, not animated stuff, in only movies. Because
Live
DC's
action.
animated stuff is way better. Way better.
Classic work.
Classic. Classic.
Work, bro. Classic work.
Man, just straight classic. So I have high hopes for Loki now. We're only 2 episodes in. That could change, but from right now, I don't see it losing momentum. I just don't. I just don't. And I do feel like DC, well, Marvel kind of does the same thing they did with DC. Remember how we was talking about the writing, as in like, okay, how I felt like The Flash and Green Arrow got all the good writers. But then when it came to like Black Lightning, Batwoman, it was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, right, just, especially for Batwoman, half of the sets didn't even look good. I'm like, bruh, come on. Y'all did this shit real bad.
I see Batwoman, but I darn sure did see Black Lightning.
And Black Lightning was just as bad. Like, when the writing came to Black Lightning, they treated it like shit. Yeah. I think because it's Loki, and Loki is a big character, and Tom Hiddleston, I forget the guy's name who plays Loki, he has made Loki his character. So he strikes me as the type of person, he would have said no if the script was not good.
And you know what's great? It's funny that you mentioned that too. With his acting and writing together, when they did the scene when they interrogated X5, which that's my only complaint I have with Loki, is how after episode 1, we go into episode 2, I was so confused about X5 already like being an actor in 1977 London and all that. Yeah. Kind of threw me off just a little bit, because I was like, wait, did I miss the episode where he...
when they sent him back? And then what's even weird too, I don't remember Loki lose. I mean, he used some of his powers, but I don't remember a lot of it in the first season. I know he used some on the train, but like this one, it was kind of like, oh, he remembered he had power. So I'm like, oh, okay, so he's using them.
Right, but see, that and also goes right. I was about to say, when X5 started flipping the interrogation on Loki, and he brought up how Loki's the villain, I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. Loki is the villain. I forgot he was a bad guy. I totally forgot, bro.
Because Loki, the series, paints a picture of him being a good guy. Because, look, he tried to stop Sylvia from killing Kane the Conqueror. So it does paint him in a picture of a hero. But then they kind of was like, no, we got to remind the people that Loki is still Loki at the end of the day. So like that's why he banged that line. And I'm glad, like you said, that was deep when he was like, man, you're the villain, Loki. You're the villain.
You messed up his life. You messed up her life. And then and it threw me off because his and Sylvie's relationship made me forget he was a bad guy. Even when you saw her at McDonald's, the way Loki looked, he's like the shy guy, like he's hey, can we go outside and talk type of thing? And it's like, oh, Loki.
The acting, dude, I have always said it, bro. That because when he first saw her, you could tell he wanted to be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? But then he was like, can I talk to you for a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, Loki is fucking good, bro. Like,
even when he had the conversation with Old Wilson, they was eating key lime pie. He said, all that built up anger that you talk about, I know something about it. He said, when it happened to me, I went and threw Iron Man off the building.
I threw Tony Stark off a building. That scene right too. That scene was funny too. I like how they jump right into that and like they're just eating fucking pie. You're like, what the hell?
He said, this key lime pie is good.
He said, this is pretty good. This is pretty good.
He said, look like you got to you there. He said, he didn't get to me. He said, look like he did get under your skin a little bit. He said, what happened to the plane?
Bro, I like their chemistry because even the part where they go see my man from the Goonies. I forget his name too. I always forget his name too.
Short stuff.
Yeah, my man. When they go see him, and there's like, oh yeah. That's right. And yeah, we were best friends. And he was like, oh, Loki was like, oh, y'all best friends. And he was like, oh, and he was like, remember when I came back? And dude was like, no, you never came back. He's like, oh, so you never came back either. Yo, that scene was funny. That shit was so good. And I forget. I'm terrible with names, people. So just to let y'all know, I'm terrible with names. But the guy from the Goonies, man, I'm proud. I'm like so happy to see him like in more shit, because first of all, let's just say he was dope in Goonies. He was dope in Everywhere All at Once, all that. Yeah. Like, and seeing him in here is great. I love how he's portrayed. I love, like, it's great. I just can't get enough of it.
He's in another show on Disney Plus. I can't think of the name of it. The Monkey King's son. He's
yes,
not the Monkey King's
Kung
son,
Fu
but it's based off that.
Yes, I think I know what you're talking about, and I watched like an episode of that, and it's damn good because Michelle Yeoh's in there too. She's in there too, but damn
what
good.
What is it called?
I forget what it's called.
American Born Chinese.
Chinese, yep, that's it. And he's good in there.
American Born Chinese.
That's a good show though.
I'm still trying to figure out his role in it all, because remember, the whole show he's in a sitcom, and it has nothing to do with the Monkey King's son.
Yeah, I don't.
American Born Chinese.
But
I don't understand their connection yet.
I gotta finish watching that. I only watched one episode of it, and then, not that it was bad, I just got held up again with some other crap, and I was like, okay, I'll come back to it. And I really want to say I started watching Jungle Cruise. I really want to say I started watching Jungle Cruise. Dude, I am really pleased with what we've been getting. Well, especially because you know me and Star Wars about to like end our relationship. Don't get me wrong, Ahsoka was still good. Ahsoka was good. I just knew where it was going, like from the first episode, because of Rebels.
I will say this: they dropped Ahsoka at a good time.
They did,
because for Castlevania, Gen 5, and Loki to come out,
I would have never watched Ahsoka. You're right.
It would have got smoked. It would have got smoked.
Absolutely.
It would have got smoked.
And
it would have got smoked bad. Ahsoka would have got smoked bad.
I do want to tell the internet too. Y'all gonna put some respect on Hayden Christensen's name, okay? Y'all gonna put some respect. Y'all gotta chill with this man was never good. No, he was good. He was the only saving grace about episodes 2 and 3. The only good thing. Jumper, he was good in. Glass Shattered. The movie with him and T.I. Takers, he was good in that shit. Y'all going, and dude, even when he was in Ahsoka, he was good. Like, man. But after this though, me and Star Wars gonna have to part ways for a little bit.
I mean, I'm a casual already, so I have zero attachments outside of the original 6 movies, but I might just watch Rebels just for the heck of it.
And I think you should, because Rebels kind of reminds me of being good like the Clone Wars was.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Rebels. Yeah. I've been thinking about watching Tartakovsky, I don't want to say his name wrong. He's the guy who created Dexter's Laboratory. He created the Star Wars, Clone Wars, his own version of it on Cartoon Network, but they were like 15-minute shorts. He did this way back.
Oh shoot, I did not know that.
Yeah, he because he did Samurai Jack, right? I think he did the Star Wars shorts first, and then he ended up doing Samurai Jack with Phil Lamar. They have similar animations too. I think Tartakovsky is the one that did the Star Wars, but yeah, he did these Star Wars Clone Wars shorts back on Cartoon Network. They were, you remember how Cartoon Network used to do the whole like in between the next show, quick 15-minute animated commercial break jump. Yep. Star Wars was like one of them jumps.
I may have to check that out.
I might rewatch, because I ain't gonna lie, I've been wanting to rewatch Clone Wars after watching Ahsoka, because Clone Wars was fire.
Ahsoka,
Clone Wars, classic. Clone Wars is so classic. Son.
Oh my gosh, Clone Wars was
seeing
the truth.
Darth Maul come back to life.
Yeah,
he had a brother, right?
Yeah, he had a brother. Yeah, man, and you're right. Seeing Ahsoka. Ahsoka did kind of renew some life for me for Star Wars, but I still think I'm going to be taking a little break from
I'm with you.
Like, it's too much.
they're supposed to be doing that one about the kids, right? Something about kids, rebel kids or something. I don't give me the line. Don't give me the line.
It's too much. It's too much.
Don't give me. And then we still got the movie that's supposed to have your boy the general back in it.
Dawn,
That's what I think this supposed to lead to the movie. And then Homegirl is now the lead of the Jedi school, rebuilding the Jedi school. Ren supposed to be. Remember they announced that she's supposed to be rebuilding the Jedi school, but she barely has any Jedi training. But I don't want to depress the whole situation.
And when she said her name was Skywalker and how everybody started getting up and walking from the damn movie theater, that shit was hilarious. I was like, the only Batman is still in my seat.
Oh my goodness. And they could have just easily said, like, you know, he was an illegitimate child.
Exactly. It just been cool. Like
it's Palpatine's clone parents' kid.
They kind of butchered that one.
Complicated things. Yeah,
They kind of butchered that one.
Complicated things. Yeah.
Man, but yeah, man, I've been really pleased with Netflix. I think next week we're gonna do our Halloween show, so we gotta give our top 5 horror movies.
That's a bet.
So dude, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't think I watched anything scary that really scared me. We're probably in about I don't know, bro, like close to damn 12 13 years, probably more than that.
I think we spoke about it on the last episode. The last horror movie I watched that I wouldn't even say scared me, but made me kind of made me a little jumpy was Paranormal. The very first Paranormal. That's it. Every scary movie before, during, and after.
Oh my God.
Shout out to my big brother. Yeah. He desensitized me to all that, man. I done sat through every horror movie you can think of, and it just
you may be right.
It don't move me, man. It don't move me, man.
I think you're absolutely right.
It don't move me. Paranormal Activity, the first one, that's the only one where I was kind of, hey yo.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
It's a real camera making cause you know what it is? It's just like how the Blair Witch hit when it first came out.
I remember how
it was done on a live camera, so it's like it questioned reality. So anything that questions my reality
kind of makes you go, whoa, wait a minute.
I've never seen a camera.
Oh, hold on.
In a house. Yeah. I never seen a camera in a house like a Ring doorbell recording and having special effects of a girl getting dragged out the bed by nothing.
It was a first of its kind. Paranormal Activity set the mode for that. It really did. Because like you said, it was the first we saw about that. Then I remember when Cloverfield came out, and Cloverfield made me sick. I couldn't even watch the first Cloverfield because it was too much.
Cloverfield was pathetic.
It was terrible. I was like, man, why is everybody talking like this shit was the truth? This shit was terrible.
The only thing I liked about Cloverfield is because it was connected to what movie universe eventually? Oh, that's what started the movie universe of it. Because it's Cloverfield. What's the movie with John Candy? He had the girl and the dude.
That was Cloverfield Paradox or something. Or I know what you're talking about. He had kidnapped a girl or something, right?
Yeah, it's a movie universe all connected together, bro. It ends up being all connected together. It's Hold on, I'm about to see.
I remember exactly what you're talking about. I just don't remember the name of the movie.
Cloverfield Paradox is the prequel.
Okay.
It's hold on.
I forgot.
10 Cloverfield Lane is
10
John
Cloverfield Lane. Okay, yep.
Yeah, that's the one with John Goodman.
Yep.
But it ends up becoming like a universe type of thing, and that's what made me kind of interested. Kind of like how they tried to do it with Aliens. What was the prequels? It was Alien Covenant, and then
Aliens. Then it was Alien Resurrection.
Lord, Alien Resurrection.
Oh my gosh! But I still, out of all of them, know Prometheus.
What was the prequel? Prometheus.
I hated Prometheus, bro. I was like, and I don't know if it just didn't. They didn't explain the xenomorphs good enough for me, or I was like, I hate it. Like if they had said it was a standalone movie and not related to aliens, I probably would have been like, oh, all right, this is all right. But then I was like, oh, I hate this thing.
Michael Fassbender.
He's a good actor though. He's a good actor. Yeah, he was the android who basically like set off everything. Exactly.
And then Alien Covenant, the girl from Prometheus was tied up, and the aliens made alien babies from her.
It was so weird, bro. And sometimes when movies get out of control like that, it's hard to keep up because, you know, Terminator did that for a long time. Like after Terminator 2, it just started getting wild because then you get where they thought they stopped Judgment Day. John grew up, but then the Terminator was just like, no, you could never stop Judgment Day. You just postponed it.
That was a nice twist.
That was good. Now
and
that's what I meant to say. So after, because that was 3. So after Rise of the Machines is where it got complicated. Because then you get Genesis. Salvation. Oh. But no, Salvation was good because that actually, Judgment Day actually happened.
Before you go. I still want a good post Judgment Day Terminator movie, man. But go ahead.
Now when you say post, you're talking about like Judgment Day has already happened.
We in Judgment Day. Yeah, we in Judgment Day. And they tried it with Christian Bale.
Yeah,
people
but
hated it. I didn't. But come on, man.
Because
we can't keep starting Judgment Day over every Terminator movie.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that dude who played the Terminator, he was hot at that time because he had did Avatar. And I think the movie's kind of like, because remember, he was on a roll at first. He did that, then he did Clash of the Titans, then he was doing a whole bunch of shit. So, I think they got lost. I think Terminator got lost in transition due to him. Like, not that he's a bad actor. I just think they tried to put him in somewhere he didn't belong. And, you know, so you're right. Then it was the one...
Genesis
still wasn't as bad as the one where John Connor actually let the Terminators take him.
That's Genesis.
Is that Genesis? Okay, then that one was bad. Okay, that one I hated.
That's when Arnold Schwarzenegger ended up having the T-1000 powers at the very end when they thought he died.
Okay. And that's the same one when he was dating the girl too. Wait, what's the one where Linda Hamilton came back?
I don't know the name of that one. That's after Genesis.
Okay, so then Genesis is the worst one. Yes, you're right. Genesis is the worst one.
Genesis, they basically rebooted the first 2 Terminator movies.
Exactly.
And the Asian dude was T-1000 instead of the original actor.
And then God, that one was bad. That one was bad.
John was a Terminator.
Yep.
Because Kyle tried to save him.
Yep. And the one after that, I think I like that one. That's when the Terminator actually has a family. But then I didn't
watch that one.
That one was good. But it's funny because Linda Hamilton's like, wait, so your wife doesn't know you're a fucking Terminator? You're like 20,000 pounds. And he was like, our relationship is not intimate. What?
Oh
but
my God.
that one was good because
that was a girl Terminator protecting a girl.
Yes,
with
because
Linda Hamilton.
Right, because John actually gets killed in that one.
Jeez.
But hold on, Jay. It's done right. It's done right. I know how it sounds, but you are absolutely right. We do need a post. We need a post Judgment Day in the beginning, like right when Judgment Day happens. How John gets. Hey yo, they're gonna have to pay us for this. John gets his colonels and everybody together and starts building the resistance. That would be dope.
Rise of the Machine, even though probably no longer part of the storyline, the way it happened was dope because he's at the bunker.
Yep.
When there's no technology needed, he's hearing all the people say, "Hey, we need help. We need help." And he's like, "This is John Connor.
This is John.
Hey, John, what's going on? We need help."
Hey, you good player? Hey, but you know what? That scene was done good because when John's like, "Where's the supercomputer?" and then he realizes like, shit, the Terminator put us in here to protect us because he knew we couldn't stop it.
It's software.
It's software. And dude, the ending of that shit is classic, bro.
Yeah, it was classic. Everybody saying, "We need help. Somebody need help." So, bloop. This is John Connor.
And he was
John,
like,
do you know what's going on here? And John's like, and he didn't say it, but we watched 3 Terminator movies. Right. You know what's going on.
Yeah, you know what's going on. And they was like, and then they was like, "Who's in charge over there?" And he was like, I am. That shit was real. That shit was good. That shit was good. Yeah, you're right. That was a good Terminator. Yeah, that one was good, bro. That one was real good. I like that. That was real good.
Then they just went oof.
Yeah, then they completely because here we go with the reboots, and I know we about to drag it out, but we got a couple minutes, so we gonna drag. Reboots are getting on my nerves. Remember when they redid? Remember when they redid RoboCop?
Pathetic.
Terrible. When they redid,
talk to his wife through the whole movie. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to be stalking her outside of her house. Bruh. She's not supposed to know you still alive. Bruh.
And then why are you running like a legit robot? RoboCop was slow. That's what made him RoboCop. Like you can't, bro. Oh my god. And then when they redid Total Recall.
Oh, don't make me barf.
I could have smashed the TV at that one. Oh my gosh. That shit was terrible.
I remember it, but I don't even remember it.
Oh, it was so bad.
They tried to do the whole like what was his name in Total Recall? Not Slade.
Quaid. Dennis Quaid.
It's Quaid.
I said Dennis Quaid, but it was regular.
But they tried to do the same thing, but it wasn't really the same thing. It was Colin Farrell and my man from what's the movie you hate the most from Denzel?
The worst.
Training Day.
Yes, Training Day.
He was in that vampire movie too.
Yes, he was.
With Willem Dafoe.
Yep.
I can't think of the name of that movie. Fuck. Was it like Night Walkers or Night?
Something like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you're absolutely right. He was then we with Willem Dafoe. You're right. Yeah, remakes are just. In fact, the only remake I say that may be legit is the new It. I definitely feel like the new It, the first one, may just be on the same level or a little bit above the original Tim Curry one.
Did you see the Beetlejuice trailer?
They have a Beetlejuice trailer?
Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, the girl who played Wednesday on Wednesday.
It's like a legit trailer, not one that somebody made up. It's a legit trailer.
Bro, they announced a new Beetlejuice movie like 2-3 years ago. You ain't know that, bro?
No, I did not.
Yeah, Michael Keaton's back. Yeah, he's Beetlejuice. Based on the trailer, it looked like wherever, where he goes, wherever he is, like in the undead world or whatever, based on the trailer, it looked like it's coming into the real living world. But yes, Winona Ryder's back. And the girl who played Wednesday, the main character, she's in it too, apparently. I think she's Winona Ryder's daughter.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Beetlejuice.
Classic.
Original Beetlejuice was fire, boy.
Original Beetlejuice classic. Classic. It just, oh my gosh. Shake, 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 Shabana, shake it all the time. Hey, work. Hey, man, shout out to Harry Belafonte.
That man hit him with the...
His head started shrinking. I still get scared when he put his hands in his eyeballs and he opens up his mouth and I'm like, ah! Like that just still gets me every time, bro. Gets me every time.
So all you gotta do is say your name 3 times and you can get him to leave. He said, "Yep."
And he was like, "Come on, baby." Michael Keaton, bro. Yo, Michael Keaton murdered that role, bro. He murdered that role.
So it said Beetlejuice.
He was like,
Beetlejuice. Ate the little cockroach.
Oh, man, yo, he did good in that shit, bro. Hey, do you remember the Beetlejuice cartoon?
Yes.
The Beetlejuice cartoon was dope.
Fire, bro.
The Beetlejuice cartoon was dope.
Fire.
Bro. I didn't know, for some odd reason, I thought, and I'm only saying because of the movie and the cartoon, but I thought when I was young that the Ghostbusters cartoon came out first before the movies. But it was the opposite around. The movies came out and then I still think the Ghostbusters cartoon is still one of the hardest cartoons ever, bro.
My man Bobby Brown on the Ghostbusters soundtrack. That was rocking.
Man, they had to fight Vigo. Oh my! Hey, we went to some haunted house in Myrtle Beach like a couple of years ago, and they had the Vigo painting in there, and me and Justin went ape shit. And everybody was painting, like, nobody knew what it was, bro.
That painting was crazy when I was young watching it.
Bro, and And you real live, you like, man, this Joe John scary. Like, bro, they had, and the thing about it, the haunted house had it. So when you walk past it, it looked like it was looking at you and shit. I'm like, oh, and nobody knew what the painting was. I'm like, do y'all kids not watch like TV? Like, what's going on here?
Wildin'.
Oh my gosh, that shit was dope.
That was dope, man.
Oh my gosh. But you got something else, my brother? You good for the night?
Did you see the RoboCop video game?
So I saw it. I want to buy it because I watched the demo of it. The demo looks damn good. It looks damn good.
It.
How you can
make choices.
Yeah, how you can zoom, like how to zoom in. I'm like, damn, that shit look good. So I think I may go ahead and be buying that one.
I'm a copy you too.
Yeah,
man.
I think I'm gonna.
Every day you'll get to be RoboCop.
Exactly. And you know what's funny? Even I was watching the demo, and I forget who was playing it because I was watching a YouTuber play it, and you really can't run either. It's just like a fast-paced walk. I'm like, even they got it right. The fucking video game got it right where they know that RoboCop don't run.
And it does a little square scan.
Bro, the scan, and the fact that you can pull the gun out, the gun has the burst, doesn't run out of bullets, but you can still pick up other guns, and it does like the zoom in thing. Oh man, that was dope. That was dope. I'm buying that.
And it's Peter Weller, right?
Yep, he does the voice of RoboCop. Yep. So
what's that crazy sci-fi movie he was in again?
The craziest one?
What's that crazy one? When he was on the planet and the little android monsters taking over human beings.
I know what you're talking about. What was the name? I think we're talking about it. What was the name?
Scanners? I think it is Scanners.
Was it Scanners?
I think that's exactly what it's called. I think it's called Scanners.
Dude, I forgot that he was in Star Trek Into the Darkness.
Yes, he was. He was dying, right?
Yeah, he was good in that shit. Oh my god. Screamers. Yeah.
Yeah, when the human beings were disguised as the little robot monsters.
Yep. Dude,
and his girl was one of them.
Oh my god.
Right. Yeah, Screamers was alright.
He was good in, man, that dude is a good ass actor, bro. He really is.
Weller, man.
He a really good ass actor. Yeah. Damn.
He was in Star Trek.
Yep.
That's right.
He was in Star Trek. Damn, my camera all out of focus and shit.
I need to.
Yeah, damn, camera, get it together.
Captain Kirk's protege.
Yeah, he was, and he was he was like trying to kill Kirk because he got the joke. Dude, but we're gonna end it on the show right here, my boy. For those of you
Gen
watching,
5, man.
Huh?
Check out Gen 5, not just you, but everybody.
I'm gonna watch Gen 5. I'm gonna watch it this week.
Parental discretion is advised.
Yeah, I can only imagine if it's like about the boy, like with the boys.
Yeah,
I can only imagine. Don't forget y'all. Make sure y'all go to our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, type in Blerd Paradox, and then you can watch our videos over there. So YouTube, Blerd Paradox, we do Blerd Talk. It's a video, Jones. So go ahead, make sure you like, subscribe. It will help us out. And then you can keep watching us here because a lot of you joined the little live today, and we appreciate that. Much love. You know, we raise our seltzer waters.
I will not confirm or deny what I'm drinking, but I'm drinking something.
So, y'all stay frosty. And remember, if you can't be good at it.